over at Jeremy JTMJ Crafts. I probably just butchered that. Crap. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Lindsay, and this is Life with Lindsay. Today, I am participating in hashtag DP Pen Stash. It is a challenge that Jeremy over at Jeremy JTMJ Crafts has proposed to other content creators. Now, I know my stash is not nearly as impressive as some other people's stashes that you may or may not know. It might not even be as impressive as your own stash. But please note that I am doing this in good fun as a way to let other people know where I've gotten some of the amazing pens that I've gotten. Maybe it's a new shop you've never seen. And to give you my opinions and thoughts on the different companies and blanks that I have. In no way is this video meant to be something that is considered boastful, so please do keep that in mind as you are watching this. But before we get into it, a few boring housekeeping tips. If you hear a noise directly to my left, I do have my fan running. I am filming this while the tiny human is sleeping, so surely you will hear lots of babbling, singing, shrieking, normal toddler noises. And also, it is snowing here, and per usual, I have terrible lighting, so... Okay. I was going to film this on my actual desk, where I diamond paint, but then I thought that that background would be too distracting, so instead, I'm filming it on the back side of another canvas. So, let me just... If you are new to diamond painting, you are probably very familiar with a variation of one of these. These are the ones, I believe both of these are from Diamond Art Club. This one has a squishy, this one doesn't. These are your basic pens. In case anyone is curious, can you do this craft without buying anything down below? Absolutely. These are sufficient enough, however, if you have hands that experience pain, whether it's just fatigue from working on a craft for so long, or arthritis, or anything like that, it is a great idea to expand and try something else out. Quick little honorable mention. This one here is from my Sparkle Queen Creates canvas. And these are all drills in there, so I just wanted to show that off. Super cute. I'm hoping that my phone doesn't want to focus on the background instead of what's on the forefront. So I'm going to start one by one and do it, not one by one. Oh, this is going to be a long video, huh? Hot Mess Express coming through. Okay, so I'm going to shift these a little bit so that the camera doesn't have a hard time focusing on what I'm trying to show you. This one here is my one and only from Jim's over on Etsy, and I will make sure to link everything down below in the description box. This came to me as a gift from Katie over at Diamonds and Washi. I will also make sure to link her down below. So this is my first, and this is a hybrid. I really like this. This was really, really sweet of her to give it to me. Sorry, I thought there was something on it, but it's just the reflection. Oh, Lord, it's going to be one of those videos. And I do apologize for the shadows. One day I'll figure out the lighting. All right, next. These are from Hand Turned Heaven on Facebook. Now, a lot of groups will do auction style where they'll put up a blank, or they'll put up the blank of the day, or different spots available, and you say, me, want, however you want to claim it, and then they number all of those entries, and they do a random number generator. Now, they're not free, but it means that you were picked to be invoiced for it. So, I won this one as the blank of the day. This is a mini. I did my entire Bayou Lady from Diamond Art Club, which is a 42 by 125 with this. All single placed, all with a mini. It is very comfortable, but I want something a little bit more substantial for my everyday use. So, while I was trying to get this one, I had also put in a custom order. They all happened within 24 hours of each other, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going to get a bunch of pens. So, this is and I am terrible, just going to say that now, I don't know the names of the blanks. So this is, I really like this mesh style. It's I'm assuming it's a metal mesh on the inside, but I really like this style. And then I got another mini. I am going to be completely honest with you. These two have never been used. I didn't feel the need to use two minis, so this one just kind of sat. And then this one is a little bit thick for my liking. Now, I thought, this is, I think, one of the reasons why so many people have such a large pen stash. Well, first of all, collecting the accessories is half the fun of doing a craft, is it not? But a lot of us try different shapes and sizes to see what we like, and I definitely thought I was going to love the thicker one. Now, this isn't uncomfortable, it's just a little bit thick for my liking. So, I'm just moving those off to the side. These next ones stay. This table is not flat. These next ones here are all from Ardell over at Deli's Custom Pens on Facebook. Again, they do blanks of the day, and then when I purchased these, they had customs available. Any blank that was in their albums, you could contact them and let them know. They had multiple shapes available. Typically, these pen turners will do these similar shapes where it's your 4 bumps, your 3 bumps. You can do thick or thin. Some will have other special shapes. I did have one other one that I actually purchased and gave away as part of a giveaway. But as you can tell, this one is the only one that's different in shape. I wanted to know if I liked the 3 or 4 bump better. Turns out I like this one a lot. You will notice a theme with a lot of my pens. They are the blues and purples, or anything rainbow. So, let's see if you guys can get good. That one's beautiful. It looks like smoke. And then this one, focus, there we go. And I will say, if you're looking at a blank and then you get the pen and it looks different, well, that's what happens. That's part of the gamble. I've gotten some where I thought they were going to look very different than the blank. Or I've seen other people who've gotten the same blank and theirs look totally different. This one, it looks almost like blue smoke in there with glitter. And then I'm one of those people, and let me know down below if you're the same as me or if you just swap the tips out. I have a bunch of different multi-placer tips, and I tend to grab a pen depending on what tip I have. So this one is a 15 placer. I very rarely use it, but if I need a 15 placer, I will grab this pen, and then when I'm done, I'll put it back. This has a 7. This has been my go-to for... This is a pretty good size multi-placer for me. I absolutely love the colors in this one. I love the way these feel. These fit my hands nicely. Turns out I really like this shape and style. It's very similar, if you're looking for a reference, to the thickness of a Sharpie marker in the thinner spots. The thicker spots are obviously thicker than... But I see people using lots of different ones, and they're so thick, and I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad that works for them, but I don't think, I have trouble. It makes my hand cramp more. And again, this is that mesh. Can you guys even see that? Anyway, so while I'm doing all of this, I just want to say thank you to Jeremy and Christy over at Crafting with Christy for this opportunity. How cool. I love seeing other crafters, doesn't necessarily be content creators, but that use their platform to uplift others. If you guys have been following along with the Alice in Winter Wonderland videos, I'm doing the same thing there. I'm giving people an opportunity to have me use my tiny little platform to showcase others. But I truly believe, and I'm going to say this till I am blue in the face, that we are all better together, and we are better. You are better if you uplift those around you than pull those down to get ahead. I truly believe that, and I'm hoping that we can get back to such a happy sense of community here in the diamond painting and the crafting world. And so huge thank you for this opportunity. And I will make sure to leave Jeremy's information down below as well. So all of these pens here, if you have followed me in any capacity for any time, you probably already know. This is Lazy River Woodturning. I actually tested out a pen for Matt, who is the pen turner, and his wife Stephanie, before they went live. I was contacted to see if I could give my opinion on a pen and let them know where I thought things could be improved, changed upon, whatever it may be. So if I'm not mistaken, and I feel like I'm missing a pen here. This was, sorry, the camera wants to focus on that. This was the first one. And please don't mind, my hands are so dry right now, you guys. This was the first one that I got. And this was before the website was opened. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I will, as always, leave everything down below. But Matt over at Lazy River, he does not take custom orders. He does pen drops. And the way he works is he gets a bunch of blanks, he puts them on his lathe, and then he lets it speak to him and let him tell him how it should be turned and what it should look like. So a lot of his pens have this, I call it the pencil grip, that shape there, which, like you can see, it's very different to some of the other ones here. You can see this one bulges out. That sounds mildly inappropriate. So this was the first one I got. From the moment I had the interaction with Matt and his wife Steph, I knew not only was this shop going to be something big, but these were two people who I wanted to be in my life for personal reasons, and we've continued to be friends. So here is the very first one that I got. If you guys follow Matt, currently he is doing a first-time buyer's pen event. The last drop they did, they sold 30 pens in 4 minutes. So for those who've never been able to access a pen, they are doing the first-time buyer's event. So follow him on Instagram. I'll leave his handle on the screen here. But the best way to stay up to date with when new pens are coming, how to get a hold of them, is to follow their Instagram and sign up for their email alerts. So, let's see, what else we got? This was one that was, Matt didn't like the way this one came out, so he put this one in the defective, and I snatched this one up as quickly as I humanly could. This one is called Blood Money, and there's actual, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, I'm sure him or Steph will let me know. But this is actual shredded money in here. And he just didn't love the way this one came out. This was my very first hybrid. Oh, I'm totally out of frame. Look at that. So I wanted to snatch this up to see if I liked it. And you can see all of the pen shapes are very different. Let's see what else we got here. This is the Unicorn Poop. This is probably one that is most grabbed in my stash. See, you guys can see all the different colors. So it is a diamond cast pen, pastel rainbow. It is gorgeous. This pen has a lot of heft to it. Now, I will say he has done this blank again. The shapes all look totally different. I love this pen, and it's this one's longer. I love this pen. I cannot speak highly enough of these pens. And if you're wondering, I am pulling them off to the side in hopes to show you guys something, but I'm trying to do it, and I'm epically failing what I'm trying to do. Okay, so then we've got, this is a wood and yellow hybrid. I love this one. I'm so happy I was able to get my hands on this. You'll notice a theme. I do like a lot of blues and purples, which I'll touch base on in a second. And then I really like the brightness of yellow. This one is gorgeous. This is what I'm using right now for my 4-placer. I couldn't remember what I had in here. And this is, again, that pencil grip tip that he has on a lot of his pens. And I love this. And I've been asked before, is this uncomfortable when it leans against your hand? Not at all. It's not rough. It's sanded down. And so don't let that stop you if that's something that you're seeing and you've never purchased a pen before. This one is also super heavy. This one does not translate in camera at all how magnificent it is. It is, Like those purples in here, they look like shards of, almost like if you were to sharpen like a plastic pencil. They have some thickness to it. It's absolutely stunning. I've got my everlasting tip in this one. This one I love as well. God, I'm out of frame. I readjusted the camera. I'll get to that in a second. So I readjusted the camera so that I could get close enough, but it's at a weird angle. So I keep like showing things over here and there's nothing to show you guys there. So I'm going to show you these two. Hopefully I don't get emotional over either one of these. And I know you're going to think, why would you get emotional over a pen? So Matt and Steph did I think it was officially called the Customer Appreciation Pen Drop. And there were pens that were made and named in honor of people. This one in particular was sent to me. This was a blank that was made and he turned it into 2 pens. Now, why am I going to get emotional over this? So, like I said earlier, my favorite color is blue. My husband's favorite color is purple. So you can see this pen is full of blue and purple, and it has stars all over it. For those who don't know, my husband is the data monster. He customizes Funko Pops. All of his information is down below. If you ever see an advertisement or a photo for Matt and Lazy River, the manatee that is holding up all the pops in his photos, my husband made that. So he is called the Data Monster. So this one is named the Baby Monster in honor of my husband, myself, and our child. And I am so eternally grateful that we blessed each other's lives enough that I was on your radar to make this. And I can't remember who got the other one. Cherry, maybe? So somebody else out there has the other half of this blank, and the pen is turned completely differently, but this one is super, super close to my heart, and I will always be thankful for that. Now, the last pen, this is the last pen I got. I just got this in the mail yesterday or the day before. Again, with that pencil grip style. I love this. Again, this one does not translate as well on camera as it does in real life. So I will insert the photo here of what this is based off of. But I did a live on Instagram a while ago, like months ago, where I did needle felting. And it turned into this crazy, fun, loud, totally inappropriate conversation. I made a cactus, which was super phallic. So you can see there is, hopefully you can see that, the cactus confetti in here. Like this one's perfect to show you. And then I used these yellow, it's called roving. It's what you use to needle felt, but somebody lovingly called it golden pubes. And they put that inside this, made this blank. And so this pen is called needle felting. Like I said, I don't know the names of most of these blanks, but this one I know because this one was created based off of the live that I did, and I am eternally, eternally grateful. I'm so excited. I snagged this, started using it last night. It's super, super comfortable. So those are all of the pens that I've got, but I wanted to show you guys one more thing. This is what I use to hold my pens. This is great for, you can use regular pens, diamond painting pens, scissors. I usually keep my toothbrush in here. And if you're wondering, not the one I brush my teeth with, but the one I use to get excess wax off of my canvas. This is, I believe it is marketed as something to hold nail tools, like nail polish kind of tools. Not nail polish, doing nails. My husband also has one of these on his desk, and he uses it for his paintbrushes, his X-Acto knife, things like that. These are absolutely fantastic. I got this one on Amazon. I will do my best to link that down below. But I just wanted to show you guys my little stash, or not so little stash, depending on who you are. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. There's 17 pens here. So, like I said, not the biggest, not the smallest. But I just wanted to show you guys because I thought this would be fun. I did debate back and forth because I know some people look at these kinds of displays as boastful, and I just want to make sure that that is not at all how anyone sees me showing this as. But as always, I want to thank you guys for being here. None of this would be possible if it weren't for people like you who watch my videos, who engage with my videos, who contact me on Instagram. I will leave all of my information, as always, down below. I have an Instagram. Feel free to send me a DM. I also have a Facebook group, so come join us, hang out. But while you guys are here, before you leave, please make sure to give this video 2 thumbs up, 1 real life, 1 virtual. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come, join the Sparkle Squad. And while you are there, please hit that notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a video. I do not upload on any kind of schedule. I operate on toddler standard time, and I record while she is sleeping or sleeping. So with that being said, huge thank you to Jeremy again over at Jeremy JTMJ Crafts. Everything that I've discussed will be linked down below, and thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye, guys!